Hello, Zach Perry here, the Fortune Firm, here to deliver a cautionary tale and educate you a little bit about revocable trusts. So, I've mentioned in other videos the importance of doing a trust. I've given you our offer that we will do a free trust for you, $2,500 value, if you do another plan with us. But let me give you a little bit of a cautionary tale. So I had a friend call me a couple days ago, earlier this week, and her father was in the hospital, and he had surgery scheduled for 2 days later, and she was honestly not sure he was going to make it, right? He's apparently a little older, his health is a little frail, and so she was concerned, and she's like, he doesn't even have a will, right? And he had 4 kids, and she's like, we need to at least get him a will, right? I was like, really what you need is a trust. And so she's like, well, what can I do to get a trust? And so we were scrambling. I sent her the form, right? There's a form. It asks you all sorts of questions. Now, a trust, it's designed to speak for you when you cannot. Whether that means you have, you've been incapacitated due to an injury, whether you're in a coma, or whether you're dead. The trust is basically, it is you saying, I am going to memorialize what I want. I'm going to authorize people to do different things on my behalf. You know, so if people need to go close my bank account, or they need to go make a payment for something, or they need to make a decision for my business, this authorizes them to do that through a power of attorney. There's a financial power of attorney, there's a general power of attorney, there's a power of attorney for medical decisions, there's a medical directive that makes your wishes known. Do you want your life to be artificially prolonged? Do you want to be an organ donor, right? What about guardianship provisions, right? If you get to a point where someone needs to take care of you, who do you want that to be? If you have minor children and you can't take care of them anymore, who do you want to take care of them? Burial instructions. And then, of course, the bequests, right? How do you want your estate to be distributed at death? That grandfather clock in your living room, do you want that to go to a particular child because they liked it more than the other? Or how do you want your estate distributed? So everything else that you're not specifically giving away, how do you want that to be distributed? Do you want it to go evenly to your kids? Do you want them to get it all at once? Do you want them to get a portion when they turn 18 and then another portion when they turn 25 and then, so they don't go blow it right when you die? How do you want to set it up? You get to make all those decisions now while you get to think about it, while you have time, while you're not hurried. And while you're not dead and it's too late or you're incapacitated. And so a will is a very, very important estate planning tool. And if you want a will, you can call us. We do wills. They're $2,500. Of course, if you do an insurance contract with us, which doesn't cost you anything, we'll do the will for free. So great deal. But here's the cautionary tale. So she calls me 2 days before the surgery. Oh, I need to figure something out. He's in the hospital bed. He's not doing real well. Okay, well, is he of sound mind? Oh, yeah, he's fine. Is there any question that he's mentally competent? Is this the kind of thing where later on someone could contest it saying, oh no, he was really sick, he didn't know what he was doing? Is there any question about that at all? Well, I don't think so, but I guess someone could raise it. All right, well then get a physician who has examined him to write a letter that says he's of sound mind, he's mentally competent. That way, if anyone tries to challenge it, we'll have this physician statement that says, nope, he was good, he was speaking coherently, he was whatever. Mentally competent. Not whatever. Mentally competent. So first you're going to want to do that. You're going to also want to fill out this questionnaire where he is assigning who's going to be the trustee, the successor trustee, who's going to be the potential guardian, the power of attorney, how is this estate going to be distributed, all that. So you're going to have to sit down with him and fill out this form. And it's not a quick form. There's a lot of questions on there. Okay, so she's like, okay. So I sent her the link. She's filling out the form. She's calling me at all hours of the night because she has no time left. She's like, what does this mean? Hey, how do I do this? So I'm walking her through it. She gets the thing submitted at 11 p.m. the night before her father's surgery. His surgery was scheduled for 11:30 the next morning. So at 11 p.m., I'm going through this. I'm putting this trust together. Yeah, I know. I'm nice. Anyway, so at midnight, I've got it all together. And by the way, just a little asterisk here. I let her know because she's like, you're going to go through this whole thing and you're making sure everything's perfect, right? And I said, no, I am not. There's no time for that, right? Ordinarily, I would spend more time with it. But you can get now or you can get perfect. I can't guarantee it'll be perfect if it's now, okay? So a little bit of a disclaimer there, but she needed it done right away. Took her the 2 days to fill out the form. So at midnight, I'm sending this to her. By the way, it's 100 and, depending on how you set it up, it's between 115 and 140 pages, okay? So I sent her this 115-page document with very detailed instructions about which pages to sign, which pages to initial, which pages need a notary. So the following morning, now keep in mind, I'm in training, okay? I have training that begins at 9, and I'm training a bunch of agents. At 8:30, she's like, oh, I got some questions to notary here. Can I call you real quick? So she's calling me. I'm answering questions right before I go into training. She gets it all signed, notarized, everything's square. Now, she was lucky, I think. I mean, who knows? As far, I don't know. I actually don't know how the surgery went. I assume if it didn't go well, I would have heard. But he's got his trust set up, and I think it's good. It's probably not perfect. There's probably some typos in there and stuff. Hopefully, nothing significant. But that's not normally how we do business, by the way. But she was in an extreme hurry, and I wanted to make sure we got something better than nothing at all, or something rather than nothing at all. Anyway, so she has her trust. Now, if everything goes well afterwards, she can spend time and we can review it, make sure it's done right. But don't wait. Don't wait. There's no reason to wait until you're old and frail. We never know what's going to happen, right? When was the last time that someone had an accident on the ski slopes, on the roads, on the walking to school, whatever? When's the last time someone had an accident that was expected? When's the last time you heard someone say, yeah, she was hit by a car and we just thanked God that we were expecting it? No, they always come out of the blue. You're never expecting this. So get it done now. I mean, stuff happens, right? Terrible stuff happens in life. And I'm not saying this to scare you, because I'm starting to scare myself when I think about it. I have kids. Anyway, do it now. Don't wait. I know there's no urgency. I know we tend to address the fires as they come up, and the urgent stuff gets our first attention, even though the non-urgent important stuff may be on the back burner, and we may intend to do this. We make it easy. It's a form. Yes, it takes 30 to 60 minutes to fill out if you're sitting down with your spouse, but it's so worth it. And then we'll do the work. We'll put it together for you. We'll make sure it's right, and then you have it. And the best part is, if you go to any estate planning attorney, they're going to charge you anywhere from $2,000 to $3,500 to get this trust done. If you come to us, we can not only get you set up with a killer retirement, debt repayment, investment vehicle program that you're not going to pay us for, but we'll also do the trust. So just do it. I'm pleading with you. I mean, believe it or not, I have siblings. I told them, hey, I want you guys to have a trust. I'm going to do it for free. Let's get it done. And someone just didn't do it. It's just like, oh yeah, no, that's great. Thank you so much. I'm going to do it. It just wasn't important enough. It wasn't urgent enough, I should say. So they haven't done it. So, but don't make that mistake. Don't be in this position. One more thing. One more quick story. It's a terrible story. We had a doctor who paid for this whole asset protection medical license plan. He paid about $12,000. Included in that plan was a trust. Okay, so we sent him the link. We sent him instructions. Hey, fill this out. We want to get started on your trust. He didn't do it. We followed up. We're like, hey, we're still waiting on this information. We'd like to get your trust established, the one you paid for. Let's get this done. He didn't do it. A third time we reached out. Hey, we don't want to bother you. We're not going to keep bugging you, but here's the link. Please let us know when you filled it out. Let us know if you have any questions. We want to make sure that we get this to you. He didn't do it. 6 months go by, okay? And then I don't remember if we reached out or he may have reached out. I don't remember, but we get him on the phone and he's like, hey, I just got COVID. So that means my practice is shutting down for a week. I'm going to have time to finally get around to this. We're like, great, let's get it done. Next thing, next day, maybe 2 days later, we hear from his wife. She says, he is in the hospital on a respirator. What can I do to get this trust done? And we said, well, we just need to fill out the form, but is he able to sign it? Is he mentally competent? She says, no, he's unconscious. There's no way he can sign anything. We said, okay, well, do you happen to have power of attorney? Did he give you power of attorney at some point in the past? Well, no. Okay, well then, Let's hope he pulls through this, because we can't do a trust for someone without either them being able to do it or them having assigned someone the authority to do it. And so she's like, okay. Well, the doctor died. He died. He had paid for a trust. He recognized the value of the trust enough to pay for it. He paid 12 grand for, among other things, a trust. And then he just didn't make the time to do it. Don't be that guy. I mean, it's a heartbreaking story, especially since he had also, part of his package came with a robust retirement plan that included a death benefit. And he never set that up. If he had set that up, then he would have left his wife probably 6 to 8 times what she was getting with the estate, but he just didn't do it. Don't put yourself into that position. Please give us a call. We'll make the process easy. We really will. It'll be painless, it'll be easy, and in most cases, it'll be free to you, okay? So give us a call if you want to talk to us. If you've appreciated this message, or you liked any of my stories, or you just want to give me a pity like, I'll take that too. Actually, I don't want a pity like. But you can like, subscribe, ring that bell. My name is Zach Perry. That's all I have for you today. May your fortune be with you always.